Tonight, DeBella Entertainment proudly presents Broadway Boxing.
You're looking at the Aviator Sports and Recreation Event Center. It's time for Broadway Boxing. We're back deep in the heart of Brooklyn, right off of Flatbush Avenue. Time now for our first fight of the evening. Brian Adams, let's get right to the tail of the tape.
The Wolverine is taller and heavier, so Fredy Lopez should try to keep the fight on the outside since he has that reach advantage.
Both fighters are in the ring. We get the official introduction from the one and only Diamond Dave Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Aviator here in Brooklyn, New York, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you by DeBella Entertainment. Sponsored by Manfredi Auto Group. Shop the Manfredi Way on Highland Boulevard in Staten Island for your best deal, and Everlast. At the sound of the bell, your third person in the ring, Sparkle Lee. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 8 rounds of boxing scheduled in the super middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears camouflage with black trim. He weighed in at 157.4 pounds. His professional record, 10 victories against 2 defeats. He has 7 wins coming by way of knockout. De Nuevo Casas Grande, Chihuahua, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Fredy Pesadilla Lopez. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the red corner. He wears black with silver trim. He weighed in at a ready 160.2 pounds. His professional record, 14 victories against 1 defeat. He has 5 wins coming by way of knockout. From Pskov, Russia, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Artur, the Wolverine Akavov.
Those trunks stay a little too high. This is good right here. Get ready to receive your instructions, obey my commands, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Well, this one is scheduled for 8. You've got Artur Akavov. He's got the black trunks. Fredy Lopez, the camouflage trunks, the black trim. This is round 1. Akavov, the southpaw.
Very anxious to see Akavov because he had a very good amateur background. As far as his last couple of fights in Estonia, he can't get much further away from here than Estonia. And we don't know much about him, except that he fought in the World Championships as an amateur, so he was a top amateur and has a pretty good record as a pro.
There's a jab by Lopez.
And just watching his posture and the way he came out, I can tell he is somewhat seasoned inside the ring. And I can tell he's an explosive type guy, meaning as soon as he gets you hurt, he's going to really step up the attack.
Well, from what we've seen in a half a round, he looks like a typical southpaw in that he relies almost totally on that left hand for power. The right hand is meant to blind Fredy Lopez.
And the one punch that is there for Fredy, if he has confidence, is that right uppercut. But he has to believe in it, stand his ground, and throw it.
Double left hook by Akavov. Finished it up with a right. Combination, Akavov. Under a minute here in round one.
And has Fredy Lopez thrown a punch?
He is not. He's thrown a few jabs. He stuck the jab out there a couple times, but there's the overhand right. And the left hand by Akavov.
Like most fighters, when Fredy heard Brian Adams, he responded immediately.
That's one and
How many
counting.
times have we seen that
Yeah,
on Broadway
exactly.
boxing? Well, Fredy needs work. He needs rounds because this is his 5th fight off of a 6-year layoff when he went into the Army in Mexico. And he just hasn't fought rounds.
Another left hand by Akavov. Another left. Final 10 seconds. Big left hand that time by Akavov. Big round for him. Round 2 when we come back. Welcome back. You're watching Broadway Boxing. Some action from round 1.
Yeah, Akavov saved his best for last there, landing a big left hand in the last 10 seconds. Clearly his round. Interesting start to round 2, and that Akavov seems to be suckering Fredy Lopez in.
Both pawing at each other with the jab. Trying to set up their power shots.
Akavov definitely does not snap that jab. It's just a rangefinder.
And Lopez should be moving right. He's following the Wolverine. Move right, cut the ring off. Force him to make use of that right hand.
As he just ate that left hand from Akavov.
But if Lopez does move to the right, he's moving into that left hand of Akavov.
But
There's a right hook
That's
by
the only
Akavov.
punch Akavov has thrown. So Lopez is just, time. There's nothing else to worry about, just that left hand.
Tried to time. Akavov coming in, yeah.
The uppercut is the punch that's there for Lopez.
Combination by Akavov.
See, right there.
There's a
uppercut.
right hook that drops him.
And he landed uppercut and got caught with the right hook. And he's holding his jaw.
8, 9.
He shook
He
his
just
head
shook
no.
his head no. That is it.
Well, he took his time getting up.
Yeah, Sparkle Lee waves
Gave
it
him
off.
a break. She gave him a break and tried to count it and let him continue.
Well, after saying that all he had was the left-handed, it's all he showed us. He took out his man with a right hook.
Let's take another look here, Brian. 2 minutes, 4 seconds in round 2.
Well, he was setting him up. Lopez threw the right uppercut and missed. But he, at the same time, was positioning to throw that right hook, and it landed square in the jaw of Lopez.
When we come back, the official time of this stoppage. You're watching Broadway Boxing. Welcome back. You're watching Broadway Boxing. We're in Brooklyn as Artur Akavov just stopped Fredy Lopez. Let's get the official time of this stoppage. Here's David Diamante.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Sparkle Lee calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 4 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by TKO from Pskov, Russia, Artur the Wolverine Akavov.
Akavov, just one loss, now 15 victories. Said he was relying too much on the left hand. He showed you the right hook.
He showed us he had 2 hands from Pskov, Russia, and he said he's going to move to LA now if he was successful tonight. Guess we'll be seeing more of him.
Pounded, Lopez with that left hand, but then in the end, it was that right hook there that did him in, and that got Akavov his 15th win. We got a lot more fight action coming up. You're watching Broadway Boxing. We're in Brooklyn.